Hi, I'm Karen. We're here at Montevilla Sewing Center, and today we're talking about the Pfaff Select 4.2. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do free motion quilting and how to set up your machine for that. So when you do free motion quilting, you're not using the feed dogs because you're moving the fabric yourself. So to lower those feed dogs, what you do is move the accessory tray out of the way, open this here, and then push this to the right. Notice the feed dogs are now down out of the way. Okay? Put that back up like this so they're not in play at all. And then we need to have the correct foot on your machine. So let's take off the regular foot, put that away in the accessory tray. This is the foot that you're going to be using for your free motion quilting. This little lever here goes above the needle bar so that every time the needle goes up, the foot lifts up a little bit. Okay, to put this on, this little knob is going to go into this hole back here that's on the back of the foot holder. There's a screw above that. You want to loosen that screw. Now normally to do this, the manual recommends that you turn off your machine for safety purposes, but I'm going to leave the light on so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so make sure that that little knob, that little thing goes right down in there. Tighten that up. Oh, I didn't make sure that this has got to go above there. So let's squeeze this together like that when we put it on. That way, it's behind it. See how it's behind it like that? Okay. All right, so I've tightened that down. And we want center needle position. We want G for all-purpose sewing, so we're not going to be doing any kind of zigzag, although it does have room so you could do zigzag, but for our purposes I'm just going to do center needle position and no zigzag, straight stitch. So in order to have it float, see, if we just simply put our presser foot down, you can't move it anywhere, but how do you get it to float? You take your presser foot lever and you push it towards the back as you lower it down. You can kind of feel it drop into a notch, and now it's down, so you will have tension on your upper thread, but the fabric is allowed to move underneath the foot. So brings up another point. When you're sewing, make sure you have your presser foot down. If you have it up, it's going to, all the way up, it's going to just leave loops and no tension at all on your thread. Plus, the feed dogs can't get a hold of it unless you've lowered your presser foot. In this case, we're not using feed dogs. Okay, so when you're doing free motion, you have your fabric top, you have your batting, and you have your backing. Now let's get that thread right down there into the foot. Take a single stitch. Stop with your take up lever up there, move it to the side, and there you go. And you can pull up your bobbin thread at the same time, right in the same place, like that. A lot of people like to do that because that way the bobbin thread doesn't get all tangled into the stitches on the back, and you can kind of avoid that. And then when you're done, tie your knot and bury those threads between the layers using a darning needle. Okay, so I'm going to show you how this works. Take it slow. Don't press too hard on your pedal. It takes a little bit of a practice. By the way, this is an example of what I've done in some of my practice here. Make sure that you're actually moving your fabric. You can go all different places. You can go backwards, forwards. I'm going to go right here between these two guys, like this. If you want to do a star, stop. Figure out which way you're going to go. I'm going to go back this way. I'm going to figure out where I'm going to go. Going to go back this way. Okay. So if you have any kind of motif that you want to do and it has a point on it, that's a good place to stop. There we go. I did a little star. So you can do all kinds of things, stars and hearts and flowers, and you can even draw things using a chalk pen or anything that's erasable and just stitch right on along those lines. But free motion quilting means do it freely. So this can be a really nice, relaxing thing once you get used to it. There are books that you can get at the library with patterns that you could follow, and or you can just do loop-de-loop. That's fun too. So that's free motion quilting. I hope you've enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you have, give us a thumbs up. And if you have comments or questions, you can leave those in the area down below. We have lots of other videos on this machine and on other machines here on our Montevilla YouTube channel. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Bye.